Your thoughts?
What? What? Who?
Nice.
Good morning to all of you. 9:03, that's the time on this Tuesday morning. CJ and Estella, it's our daily show. We got a good one. We're going to be talking to Kristen Burns at around 10:10. They have some, out of breath already, some really exciting news. They are officially a Main Street organization. Congratulations to the Wood River Business Alliance. Kristen's going to join us and fill us in on all the excitement and their plans now that Wood River, you got a Main Street. At 10:30, we're going to be talking to Dan Reinke, and we're going to be getting all the details on the upcoming Scott Reinke Memorial Ride to Fight Suicide. We talked to Dan last year, and now we're going to get an update on this annual event and more ways that we can be a part of it. And I'm just looking forward to another great show and kind of a bittersweet one today because so many of us are saying goodbye to a good man later on today. And just one of those days where you stop and remember kind of a lot of, stuff growing up and childhood and just, all the joys that and memories that are with it. So going to be an interesting day. And at 9:04, here's what's happening around the Riverbend. Make sure you sign up for your daily email update where you can join myself and 70,000 people that are in the know each and every day of the work week. And on Saturdays with Around the Riverbend, we'll take you to Wood River first. Dalton Brown reporting that at this week's Wood River City Council meeting, Mayor Stahlcup shared letters of commendation written for two first responders, police officer Nathan Hawkins and firefighter Tyler Stakehoff. In a tragic case of cardiac arrest, they attempted life-saving measures which, while ultimately unsuccessful, did not go unnoticed by their respective chiefs. In Police Chief Brad Wells' letter of commendation for Hawkins, he explained that Hawkins and Stakehoff both worked swiftly together in an attempt to save the life of someone who went into cardiac arrest on the 29th of March. Your communication skills and teamwork, along with quality CPR being performed, gave that patient the best chance of survival. The subject was taken to the hospital for treatment, and sadly, while the patient did not survive, your efforts did not go unnoticed. Everything was done correctly in an attempt to save the patient, and I commend you for your actions and efforts on this day. Your actions solidify my thoughts of your dedication as a law enforcement officer for the city of Wood River. Wood River Fire Chief Wade Stallhut explained in his letter of commendation for Stakehoff that the individual was an 86-year-old female who was found unresponsive at the time of the incident. The chief also clarified that Stakehoff arrived first and performed chest compressions as the, quote, lone rescuer, end quote, on scene for a period of time before Officer Hawkins arrived to assist. Mayor Stahlcup commented that he's seen both Hawkins and Stakehoff in action, adding that the city is lucky to have dedicated first responders like them. The mayor added that April 14th through the 20th, this week, is National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week, which he said is time to celebrate and thank the Wood River Police Department's telecommunication personnel who serves 6 communities and guide all public safety personnel 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Stalkup added that he's also seen telecommunicators in action, and it's consistently impressed him with their ability to remain calm under pressure while communicating effectively with the first responders of Wood River. A full recording of the council meeting available on RiverBender.com/video. Also in the news today, out of Granite City, after making a series of terrorist threats concerning the Granite City High School from a fake Facebook profile, a man from Troy was tracked by the FBI and charged with 4 felonies. This is a follow-up to Dalton Brown's initial story out of Granite City, and here's the latest. Richel Schneedenwind, 41 of Troy, was charged with 2 counts of making a terrorist threat on March the 31st and another count of making a terrorist threat on April the 2nd, all Class X felonies. He was additionally charged with cyber stalking on March the 31st to April the 2nd, another Class 4 felony. According to a petition to deny his pretrial release, Granite City High School employees received a call on the 2nd of April from a man who directed them to a Facebook profile which had posted a series of terrorist threats. 2 posts were made on March 31st. The user threatened to have someone, quote, put a bomb, end quote, in the Granite City High School, and in another post, threatened to have someone bring an AR-15 to the high school and, quote, shoot the school up, end quote. The same user made a 3rd post on the 2nd of April threatening to, quote, have someone take a gun to the school and shoot a bus driver, end quote. It was later confirmed that these posts were actually made by Schneedenwind using a fake Facebook profile he created using somebody else's name. The name of the victim. He was additionally charged with cyberstalking. Officers determined that call to the school directing employees to the page originated from a known number of defendant Richard Schneedenwind, the petition states. Further investigations into Facebook posts revealed that they were also originating from a mobile device having a known phone number for defendant Richard Schneedenwind. The FBI conducted an IP address search determining that the Facebook posts were originating from a hotel in Peevely, Missouri. Officers determined that the defendant was staying at the hotel. He was taken into custody. The Granite City Police Department presented this case, and court documents indicate that Schneedenwind was remanded to jail to be held until his initial appearance in court. And please note, as always, all suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Also in the news today, Dan Brandon has this one out of Belleville. The Belleville Police Department has announced it is conducting a death investigation after a Sunday domestic disturbance. Here's the latest. The Belleville police said that at 11:12 p.m. on April the 14th, they were dispatched to the first block of Ben Lewis Drive in reference to a domestic disturbance. Officers responded to the address of the disturbance and observed a male and female subject in the residence, and it appeared the female was unconscious and bleeding. Officers entered the apartment to assist the female, and it was determined that the female was suffering from at least 1 gunshot wound. Officers and Abbott EMS attempted life-saving measures but were unsuccessful. The male subject was taken into custody and transported to the police headquarters. The detectives and crime scene unit responded to investigate, and detectives applied for and obtained a search warrant for the residence. The St. Clair County Coroner's Office was notified and responded to the scene. Here's a quote. The male subject will not be identified unless charges are filed in this case. He remains in custody at the Belleville Police Department headquarters. BPD is not currently seeking any additional suspects. The female subject will be identified by the coroner's office after next of kin notification. Anyone with information in this case is asked to call the Belleville Police Department or Crime Stoppers for more details if you can provide them. Out of St. Louis County on Monday, the prosecuting attorney's office issued charges against the suspect for kidnapping, second degree, and resisting arrest by fleeing. The suspect is 36-year-old Helen White, of the 10,200th block of Duke Drive in St. Louis. And here's what we know. The St. Louis prosecuting attorney's office said the probable cause statement reads as follows. The defendant pulled the victim into the defendant's car by her hair. The victim told the defendant multiple times to let her out, and as the victim tried to get out of the car, the defendant started to drive. The victim opened the passenger door as the car was moving. At this point, police noticed the defendant was driving and saw part of the victim's body hanging out of the door. The officer initiated a traffic stop with lights and sirens. The defendant sped away at speeds exceeding 100 miles an hour. The victim proceeded to put her arms and legs out of the window on at least 2 occasions and tried to climb out of the car window as the car was speeding. Other cars on the road had to take evasive measures to avoid collision with the defendant's vehicle. The defendant then pulled the victim back into the car. Police used spike strips to terminate the traffic stop, and the defendant was arrested on the scene. The victim and defendant are known to each other. St. Louis County Police Department, their North County precinct officers are leading this investigation. White is being held on a $250,000 cash-only bond. No 10% does apply to this. Also in the news today at 9:12, out of Hardin, after an intensive investigation, 3 suspects have been arrested regarding a disturbance that occurred in February 2024 at Big John's Tavern, located on the 200th block of Main Street in Hardin. At 12:30 a.m. on the 4th of February, the Calhoun County Sheriff's Office was notified of a disturbance in progress located at Big John's Tavern. Deputies and the sheriff from Calhoun County responded to the scene and began this investigation. Witnesses stated that subjects arrived on a party bus to the tavern and shortly thereafter instigated an altercation with the tavern owner and several patrons. Subsequent to an intensive investigation, several subjects were identified as suspects, and arrest warrants were issued by the Calhoun County State's Attorney, Lucas Fanning. Here are the suspects. On March 1st, Richard L. Johnson, 34, of Bethalto, was arrested on the following offenses: aggravated battery in a public place, aggravated battery resulting in bodily injury, and mob action. At the time of his arrest, Johnson was on parole from the Illinois Department of Corrections. Johnson was arrested without incident by the U.S. Marshal Service. Ryan A. Johnson, 36, of Bethalto, was arrested for aggravated battery in a public place and mob action. Johnson turned himself in to the Calhoun County Sheriff's Office and was transported and booked in the Greene County Jail. Matthew Rose, 34, of Bunker Hill, arrested on aggravated battery in a public place, aggravated battery resulting in bodily injury, and mob action on April 1. Finally, out of Wood River, the Wood River Business Alliance has been chosen as an Illinois Main Street. The Business Alliance is one of 5 communities to unite with 18 sister organizations in the state and over 2,000 programs throughout the Main Street America network, leveraging the power of the Main Street approach to facilitate preservation-based economic development and community revitalization. We will have more on this in the 10 o'clock hour as the new executive director of Wood River Main Street joins us on the show, and Kristen Burns. Wood River Business Alliance is a nonprofit engaging the community in continued renewal of the downtown business district by offering events, educational opportunities, funding options, social platforms cater to growth and development of Wood River. Kristen Burns does want to note that the office currently is not quite ready, but they look forward to their grand opening in the coming weeks. For more information, you can visit wrbusinessalliance.org. Let's take a look at your weather today. It's 70 degrees already. Boy, I am ready for summer. It feels like 71, but be careful today, folks. Today, it will be cloudy. It will be warm. It could be a chance of a shower this morning if I could speak today during my weathercast. And then a strong thunderstorm coming in. These storms can bring flooding downpours, hail, damaging wind gusts, and even calling for isolated tornadoes. So please be careful. If you have outside practice today, be mindful that this afternoon could get a little nasty out there. Tonight, breezy this evening with widely separated thunderstorms, so isolated, so be careful again. Partly cloudy and warm. throughout the evening. Temperatures reach 80 degrees today. How about those apples? Dropped to 64 overnight on Wednesday, a high of 78, a low of 53. On Thursday, a high of 69, a low of 50, but a 70% chance of more storms coming into the region. On Friday, a high of 62, a low of 43. On Saturday, a high of 60, a low of 39. For time and temperature throughout the day, you know the phone number. The Alton Area History Group talked about it the other day. We're so glad to provide it for you, too. 618-465-4545. This time powered by Tom Lane. He is your local State Farm agent. But hey, what are you doing this weekend? Hang out with Sydney, John, myself, and the team at Riverbender, along with all the great vendors at the 4th annual Great Mushroom Hunt at Raging Rivers Water Park. This is going to be fun. Grab the little ones, grab your family, grab your friends, and go enjoy a day out at the water park before the water even turns on. 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. this 20th of April. Or for so many of you younger, hip folks out there, maybe even a little older, it's 420 day. What better way than to go out in nature, enjoy picking up some mushrooms, not those kind, morel mushrooms, and seeing who has the biggest morel mushroom, who has the smallest one, who found the most. You get prizes for all of it. Biggest mushroom, smallest mushroom, most gathered, and there's some really great incentives. There's a mushroom hunt, car cruise, food trucks, vendors, eagle watching, hiking, find the gnome game, so much more at 100 Palisades Parkway in Grafton, Illinois. That's Raging Rivers. You give this number a call if you need to register today because they want to know you're coming to the event. Over 500 already scheduled to be there. So what are you waiting for? Join the fun. 618-786-2345. That's 618-786-2345. Or visit RiverBender.com today to learn more. So before we take a look at Skycam and all of the fun that comes with that on a Tuesday morning, it was really cool yesterday. So, number one, like I say every time I talk about soccer, big shout out to John upstairs for letting me be able to coach the team they needed to coach, and was able to kind of fulfill that and be a part of it because the boss let me do that for a couple of months. And it's been really fun. We had to go up to Highland, and my team, a lot of them have never played a real competitive game of soccer. Park and Rec's great and it gets you moving, but to be in that real thick game setting's a little bit different. So we're all learning, and they're working so hard. It's amazing to me. We had one game, and I'll talk about it. We were losing 9-0. Okay, not fun. But my team kept trying to score. Even though they were still down by 9, they wouldn't give up. And that's what I love about this team. They're hard workers, and we keep getting better every day. But I got the chance to play against, or coach against, my old high school coach, Jay Robertson, who is just one of the nicest guys. And it was really cool to go up there, reminisce about a few stories of, my playing days. And then, just talking about all the good stuff. Oh, sorry about that, Nancy. But it was really cool. So getting back today, and they're going to be going into some practices, hopefully, if the storms hold off, and then going into another game tomorrow. But, as a coach and as somebody that's been around coaching forever with my dad, coaching Alton High literally my entire childhood, you realize something. We all make mistakes. It's just about how your attitude is. You can do everything wrong in a day, but if you have the right attitude, hey, on me, let's keep moving forward. Life's good, and if you keep working hard, life's good too, because mistakes part of it. But if you have a good mindset and a good attitude, it makes things fun, and no matter what the scores are, it's just good to see players constantly developing and wanting to be coached. It's just amazing. So a big shout out to the middle school team. But at 9:20, we're going to come back, and I'm going to play a little bit of a conversation I had with the CEO kids from Riverbend CEO. We had them on a few weeks back when Katie reached out to me to have them on, and I love the group. They've had me do their trivia night, and just wonderful to see some young people really developing some critical thinking skills and some crucial development skills as they're leading the next generation of our town, of our region, the Riverbend region. They're next in line. They have a trade show coming up on the 23rd, and I wanted you guys to get more details on this. We need to support our young entrepreneurs, our young people that are actually out there working. They aren't on their social media looking at what their favorite influencer rented the plane from this day. You know what I'm saying? They're actually out there putting the work in, so let's support them. We'll come back with that conversation. We'll come back and talk a little bit more, and we'll have some fun on a Tuesday morning. I hope you enjoy your day with me. Oh, whoa, hey, forgot one thing. Sorry. Update on my taxes. You know how I was in such a good mood yesterday before I left? Well, reality got to me. I did not do as well as I thought I was going to do. Well, actually, kind of did worse than I thought I was going to do initially, but that's okay. Everything's paid. Taxes are paid, credit card debt's paid off, and now I got you to keep me company until 11 o'clock right here on RiverBender.com.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone, and over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job, there's nothing holding me back anymore.
Dream Home Realty Center.
Hey Sherry, talk to me, Dream Team. Without showing.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
We are Phillips 66 Wood River Refinery. We make the fuels that take us to work and our children to school. We make materials and energy products that allow us to stay connected to each other. We care about the quality and safety of our products because we care about the communities we share. Our employees live our values of safety, honor, and a commitment to act as good neighbors where we live and operate. We are Phillips 66. Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
We walk the line and try to see, falling behind what could be. Oh, Lord, bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love.
Welcome into this Monday morning, and we're getting closer and closer. As you see on the bottom of your screen there, April the 23rd, the year is finally almost coming to an end for the Riverbend CEO program. How are we all doing today, folks?
Pretty good.
How does it feel knowing that the long haul is almost to an end?
It's weird.
It's weird. Siding a little bit. We got Jada, Lucas, Drake, Darrell, and Mason in studio. And we talked a couple of weeks ago during the trivia night, and you guys did a great job. How well did that go?
Very well.
Did you guys get the funds needed?
Yeah.
Really cool. Well, you guys did a good job. A lot of compliments, too. Now, I'm going to be honest. A lot of people weren't the friendliest about the Zoom category of the night. But So, where are we at in our businesses here?
We all got our business plans done. It's all just a matter of executing them.
Mm-hmm. And so, what's that process look like in the execution?
It's different for everyone because there's only one business or two people that have the same business. So.
Okay, Darrell, what are we working on, man?
I'm still working on the vending machine.
How's that coming along?
Really good. I found a machine and a place to put the machine. I just got to finish getting my logo so that I can make brochures.
Yeah. Now, what's your vending machines? Fill us in again on what you were wanting to do. Just the traditional vending machines?
Yeah, like snacks and drinks and sodas.
Really cool. How much do those machines run you?
They can go for like $1,100 to $1,300. They get very expensive, but I got a good price on mine. I got a soda machine and a snack machine for $300.
Nice. In the area you're looking to put them?
Yeah.
Really cool, man.
Yep.
Do you have the spot picked out, everything?
Yeah, it's an office space.
Really cool. Well, I hope it goes. Vending machines are actually great. You know, there was a guy that came into town like 7 years ago, and he was talking to me about an ice machine. And I thought, man, that's a great idea. Yeah. I had this big plan. I was going to put this ice vending machine down on the amphitheater. And I called my buddy at the amphitheater commission and got told, CJ, just take a walk. There's like 2 vending machines right there that dispense ice. And my dream was crushed right then and there. But Lucas, what are you working on back there, man?
I'm building cars and restoring them.
No kidding. Yeah, that's right. Have you started a project?
I haven't, but I found an 82 square body Chevy that I'm going to buy.
82 square body? That's cool.
Yeah.
How much do those run you for at just the current condition?
This one, it doesn't have a motor running, so I'm gonna get it for cheaper. But I'm gonna engine swap it anyway, so it's not a big deal to me. But
yeah,
they can get pretty pricey though if they're in good condition.
Now, do you like the old style? Are you more? Because I love restoration of old trucks.
Yeah.
You know, or like one of those old gangster cars from the '40s. Like those are really cool to me. And then, with that being said, Mason, what are you working on back there?
I'm doing power washing.
That's right. Okay, you're the guy I need to talk to here.
Yeah.
Have you guys power washed before?
Yeah.
It is the biggest pain I have ever experienced. Because you think it's easy. You know, you're like, you got a hose, you're out there 90 degrees, so you're going to be cooled off. No. You're out there for 6 hours sometimes just trying to get it off the house, and it barely ever works. You need a professional. Mason, how are you looking this summer to get started?
We're looking really good. I'm still looking for a power washer. I have to get one, but I have a couple options. I went looking last night. I almost bought one, but I did not, just because I got to look a couple other places. But
I like it. There you go. You can't just say yes to it. You got to shop around a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, if you find a good price on a power washer, you got to give me a call, because I got some power washing that needs done, and I'm lazy. Drake, how is a photography business, correct?
Yeah.
How's that coming along, man?
Pretty good. I'll be getting a new camera with 2 lenses coming with it for about $400, which
that's good price.
It comes with like cleaning materials, 2 lenses, and the camera. So it's a pretty good deal. I'll be getting that within the next week and a half, maybe 3 weeks at most.
That's awesome. And now, what type of shots were you wanting to take? I know that we talked about this before, but fill me in a little bit more.
So on the side, like just for my own, like for fun, I'd be wanting to do like nature and like car shots. But for the actual business side of it, I'd be wanting to do more like family photos and weddings, baby photos, family stuff like that.
That's really cool. Now, do you have some branding already? Do you have some graphics made?
Not yet, but actually through the high school, that one of the graphic design classes is making me one.
That's a good problem to have. That's awesome. And Jada, what are we working on over there?
I'm mainly just practicing on because I want to have decorated cookies at the trade show, so I'm trying to perfect the little designs. I plan to do like little cartoony designs, like SpongeBob, Patrick, like donut, smiley face.
Yeah.
Practicing like how I should change my flavors and stuff for if people like them better.
And what's the name of your shop?
Avari Sweets and Treats.
Avari Sweets and Treats. I love it. And have you ever had those ice cream truck SpongeBob sticks? You know what I'm saying? Never look like SpongeBob at all. Like if that was SpongeBob, that's I want to know what they're putting in the water down there. Anyway, more importantly, April the 23rd, folks, you all have the opportunity to come out and support and just check out some new and aspiring entrepreneurs with some great business ideas that are gonna hopefully be around for quite some time. And what are you guys looking to get the most out of the trade show?
Me personally, I feel like there's going to be like a lot of business owners or investors. So maybe if they own locations or like brick and mortar shops, I can probably put my vending machines in there. I'm telling you, here we had a vending machine and now it's gone, and I've been looking for one ever since. We got to get you in touch with RiverBender building owners. We went to, where did we go yesterday? It was the
event space.
Your event space. I forgot that. It was like Barbara and
Barbara and Brent and
yeah, they told me that you all had one or previously had one. So.
Yeah, they're good people. They were just on the show again. And speaking of the trade show, how long does this go? Give me the ins and outs of this, and what do we have to do to prepare for it?
So the actual trade show lasts from 5 to 7. That's when people that aren't the students are allowed to come in. We, the students, are allowed to come and prepare basically any time before.
Oh, that's cool. And then booth space and all that. Do you guys have some like displays or tablecloths, or how's that look?
At Best Western, they're actually pre-setting up the table for us, so like tablecloths and everything. So we just got to go in and drop off on stuff really.
That's really cool. And take me through the year when you guys started this program. Did you think honestly that you'd be in a spot to where maybe you're making a little bit of a business start at the end of the year, truly a business start? Because Darrell, hearing you, that's a great idea. And Lucas Mason and Drake and Jada, I mean, these are ideas that could really at least, supply some funds for the summer and then build on them and grow the business. Did you really think that was possible when you started? Thought, okay, we'll see what happens.
I feel like that was always like all of our goals just by joining the class. But as far as me, I know I did because like that was always something that I wanted to do. A vending machine, and the CEO program pretty much just gave me like a better opportunity to go ahead and start it.
Really cool. What are your guys' thoughts back there, Lucas?
I mean, I didn't really see it coming to be like a real thing. I was going to do a lawn care business because I already have that running.
Yep.
But I wanted to do something different instead of just running with the same stuff. So I decided to start this, and now I'm seeing to where I can actually, turn this into a real business.
Absolutely. Mason, what
kind
are
of
your
the same thing. Just I've always had like these ideas, but now through the CEO program, actually being able to make it real.
Yeah. Drake, Jada?
I'm on the same thing as Darrell here. Like, I wanted to do photography. Like, it's been something I wanted to do for a while.
Yeah.
But with the CEO program, it's just helped me, like, discover more ins and outs of it.
Mm-hmm. And Jada, what are your thoughts?
I mean, I've always been experimenting with the type of business I would want to do because my family has a lot of entrepreneurs. Like, my dad owns a shop, a smoke shop, and my uncle has other businesses that he runs. So I just decided to go with baking.
That's really cool. And what I think's awesome about this is, Darrell and Jada and Drake, you guys knew, hey, this is my idea, and you were able to hone your craft around that idea and really learn some valuable things. And then Lucas and Mason, I was in the same boat as you. I was going to do something completely different before I did the courier service and got out of it. But it changes, and so that was kind of more similar to me. But what I thought was cool is I actually became a little bit better student in the Riverbend CEO program, and I thought I was going to be a worse student, to be honest with you, because of all the work you do. Did you guys kind of experience that too?
Yeah, at times.
Yeah.
There's definitely where you're slowing down and there's a lot of work going on.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know if I can get us all done.
Right,
Yeah.
but you did. That's the cool thing. So, where are we at here in terms of when the trade show ends? How much longer do you guys have as a group before it's the official goodbye?
I think it's May 2nd or May 3rd.
I think so, yeah.
And what's that look like after the trade show? Do you guys still go and do some touring? Do you guys have more of just in-person kind of informal classes? What do those look like?
Just tours and speakers. So,
Now that we're a little further on too, who is the most impactful speaker for all of you? I think that's a good individual question. Darrell, I'll start with you.
That's a difficult question. Probably the guy at the bridal shop. It's
John Frew.
Yeah, him. Just because like he talked about like having multiple streams of income, and he was very transparent about his bridal shop, about like how it was a very bad investment to him, yet he still made a lot of money during a period of time. And then he kind of gave us the ins and out of how he made that money, and then once he seen a decline, how he made a switch and adapted to like the decline instead of just like giving up and going bankrupt.
Exactly. That's a really good point. Drake, impactful speaker?
Personally, I'd say, honestly, not an actual speaker, but one of the people on the banker day. Mm-hmm. One of the bankers I talked to, Steve
Thompson.
Yeah, I think so.
Is it Steve Thompson? I'm going to guess. Yeah.
I think so.
Steve was my mentor for CEO. He's a great guy.
No, I don't think it was him. He was a newer banker.
Okay.
We hadn't met him yet. But he also was a photographer, so
really
after he reviewed my business plan and everything, he asked me if I had any questions, and he let me ask him about his business and everything, so.
Really cool. I got to know who that banker is now. I know a lot of bankers, which is probably not a good thing. Jada, give me your most impactful moment, a speaker, interaction that you've had in the CEO program.
I'm not the best at remembering names, but I greatly enjoyed visiting Germania because I want to try to have like a shop like that and have different things and different items to sell. It was nice to hear how he has to buy things and what things he struggled with during COVID and how he eventually made it so successful.
They're great people. They were one of my clients, and they would order gallons upon gallons of milk and all that, and really just pulling through for the community. And Mason, Lucas back there, we'll start with Mason first. What was your most impactful speaker conversation?
I'd say my favorite was probably Steve Cooper. He was one of the first ones we had, but he just taught us like how to conduct ourselves in a business environment, and I think it was really helpful for the rest of the year and going forward.
Absolutely.
I really don't have a favorite one to
Good answer.
pinpoint out. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones that touch bases on different aspects of business, and so
yeah.
There's not one that covered everything, so it's good to get different people's perspectives on it all. So.
And, you know, during the trade show, are folks going to be able to have some time to ask you a few questions, or is it going to be kind of busy where it's just like, here's what I have, you know, thanks for coming and go see somebody else? Because you never know how many people are going to come to these things, or if there's going to be 50 in your line or 2 in your line. Do you guys have a plan for that?
For me, I don't think that it probably won't be busy at all for me because, like, I can't bring in my machines. But I'm probably going to do, like, a raffle and give away snacks or something.
Yeah. That's cool, man. Seriously, because you're right. How are you going to get a vending machine over there?
Exactly.
I guess you could borrow one of theirs and just, you know, use it as a display.
Right.
But that's really cool, and being innovative and going, well, I got to get something out of this, and that's how you do it.
Yep.
Drake, thoughts?
I really am not 100% sure how I'm going to set up my booth yet. I know I'm going to try and get business cards made by then. I'm going to for sure have like a little album or like portfolio of some of my work so far.
Really cool. Jada, do you know what your booth is going to look like setup-wise? And
Kinda. I know I'm gonna have like a big variety of baked goods. I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna lay them out and stuff. I want to try to do something extra so they can interact with me or I can interact with them, but I'm not completely sure what I want to do.
That's really cool, though. At least you got an idea in mind. That's great. Mason?
So I plan to kind of have just like time-lapse videos, some before and after pictures of what I do, which I'm still trying to work on getting those.
Oh, cool.
So getting some more jobs in for like family members, just doing some stuff for free to get the pictures. And then I just plan to talk to everyone. Whoever comes up, I want to have a conversation with them.
Are you going to do the social media shorts route with your promotion? Because that guy that power washes, I mean, seriously, that's insane. You're getting 2 million views every time you power wash a driveway. It's incredible. Is that something you're going to do?
Yeah, I would like to. I have an Instagram page that I'm going to be posting on, so yeah.
There you go. Compete with that guy. You'll be in good shape. Lucas?
Definitely plan to have some more one-on-one conversations and be able to network with people because you find good deals on older cars and stuff through not like ads that are already up or stuff that's already posted, but having a personal connection with somebody who owns that.
You're right. You're 100% right. Are there some good barn finds around here, you think?
Definitely are. It just you got to find them, you know.
That's true. With that being said, the trade show runs for 2 hours, correct?
Yep.
5 to 7 p.m. on April the 23rd. And, you know, let's say someone that comes in, did you guys already get the fundraiser money dispersed, or is that coming after?
Yeah, we already got it.
Oh, great. So you can actually get moving on this. Yeah. What if someone comes in and says, you know, I really am into what you're doing. I think it's great. I want to make a little bit of a donation investment. Can you guys do that at the trade show?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
You can? Oh, I just wanted to make sure. I love giving those calls to action out because you never know what'll happen, you know, and some conversation could lead to some cool things. And going forward, what are you guys looking to do outside of high school? Are you going to college, all that stuff? Or are you staying here local and going to try to make this work?
I plan to go to college at University of Kentucky.
Really cool.
Yeah, to study finance and then become a corporate lawyer.
Wow. Yeah. All right, I know a guy now. That's good. Darrell, keep in contact. Drake?
As of right now, I'm hoping to go to a college of the Ozarks.
Okay.
They're out there in Branson.
That's cool, yeah. And they actually have a really cool, in Branson, they have this huge Thanksgiving and Christmas thing. And it's at the College of the Ozarks, and it fills up thousands of people just to have a good, it's really wild. I've never seen dinner fill up that big before. But are you looking to go to photography, business? What are we looking to do at Ozark College?
Photography.
Really cool. Jada, what's your thoughts? What are your plans?
I'm hoping just to start my baking business down here and hopefully get hired at somewhere where I can keep practicing baking.
Really cool. Mason?
I'm just planning to go to college for business. I'm not 100% sure where at yet, but yeah, college for business.
Cool.
I'm going to be going to Lewis and Clark for industrial electricity. So,
They have a good program.
Yeah.
That's really cool, man. Well, all I can tell you is it's been fun getting to know you guys, and you guys kicked butt at the trivia night. It was a great fundraiser. I had a good time, and I hope everything goes well and all of your businesses do well. And if you ever need anything on Riverbender, you come, give us a call, and we'll make sure we get the word out some more. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
We need to see you at the trade show, but Riverbend CEO is still staying. We're just talking to the next group of entrepreneurs in our area. The trade show, April the 23rd at Best Western Premier. I hope to see you there from 5 to 7 p.m. For more information, you can check out the articles that come out on RiverBender.com. A quick break. We'll come back. Daily Show hits you next on a Monday.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
RiverBender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBenderRadio.com.
Welcome back to our Daily Show. Here's CJ. Day. Make sure you are tuned in to RiverBender.com's live stream if you don't have your, hold on, your glasses. Painter Library has 500 left, but they said those are almost gone too. We did a good job getting the word out with that. Riverbend CEO back in the saddle. Is there? I see everyone almost on camera. Jada, where are you? It's okay. So, April 23rd, we just talked to the first group. Trade shows here. The year that was is coming to a close for you guys. And right off the bat, how does this group feel about how everything went?
I think we feel, really good.
Yeah.
And I got to ask you, if from, hindsight being 2020, from start to where we are now, have we grown a little bit as, entrepreneurs, students, people in general?
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
That's really cool. And I just want to say, Trivia Night again was fantastic. You guys did a really good job, and it's great to see that those funds getting generated now towards the startup of your businesses. And let's just start off with getting a little bit of a refresher. Samuel, what are we working on for the audience at home?
So, as far as my business?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm starting a yoga business. So I'm looking forward to getting that started for athletes, families, and it's just a nice outlet that I want to have for everyone.
It's really cool. And now what stage are you at in getting that yoga business going?
So I'm at the point where I'm just reaching out to people to where after the trade show, I'll be able to hit the ground running.
Really cool. Laura, what are we working on?
My business is a charcuterie business.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So I'm really still working on, getting my order forms put up together and just preparing my, social media accounts.
Really cool. Parker?
I just ordered all my puzzles. My business is Monuments of Alton.
Mm-hmm. And so you got them all?
Collage made into puzzles. So I just ordered them. They should be ready for the trade show.
So what goes into that process? If we're getting those puzzles together. That's really cool.
Yeah, so I went around town taking pictures, and they didn't really turn out how I liked, so I just found some online that were not copyrighted,
Mhm.
and I made a collage on a website and just
That's really cool,
had
man.
the company make them, yeah.
That's really cool. Jada, what are we working on back there for the audience at home?
I'm making candles.
Really cool. And what type of candles are you making again?
All types of candles.
What stage are we at for the trade show?
I just ordered my stuff. I have to get my social medias made, and then that's it.
That's cool though, Jada. We're almost there. And Josiah, where are we at?
I'm doing a power washing.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, I got two people to talk to now. This is a good problem to have.
And I'm ordering some things and waiting for them to come in.
No, I asked Mason, are you
Yeah.
going to go the social media reels route? Because that guy is seriously making more money on social media than I think he is power. It's incredible. You seen this guy?
Yeah.
Just crazy. And honestly, it looks good, but I just don't have the manpower to do it. I'll be honest with you. I don't have 5 horsepower on me. I got about a half. You know what I'm saying? Nate, what stage are we at?
I was working on buying things and getting them in. Yep.
Really cool.
Equipment.
Logo and all that stuff taken care of?
Yep.
Man, awesome. Nate, where are we at?
I'm creating a page for I'm creating a Facebook page for my business.
Mm-hmm.
My business is reselling weight equipment. I'm going into auctions and closing down businesses and gathering some equipment. And then I'm reselling it, fixing it up and reselling it.
That's really cool because there's a lot of people getting into the workout movement is what I'm calling the fitness journey. And then a lot of businesses that are trying to start up and they're all small business owners, so they need to find cheaper, affordable equipment that's still quality. And to have that's a really good luxury. What did the trivia night teach any of you? Were there any takeaways? It's not a gotcha question, but any takeaways that you had just from the night overall?
Just time management.
Yeah.
Just giving yourself enough time.
That's very true.
And to come prepared for me.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Laura, anything?
I know we had a few issues with getting the projector to work, so just making sure
Don't even get me started
all
on
of the
those
technology, all of that. It was a mess, but we got it to work. So that's
I've been a part of broadcasts that go on TV and radio and all that. There is nothing more challenging than setting up one of those darn projectors, and I mean that. It is the biggest pain out there. Parker, any takeaways, man?
I think getting the sponsors was very important because it was a ton of our money from that we're going to get.
The Nest was built because of it.
Yeah. So that was just the hardest thing, going to different businesses, finding when they're available, if they have managers in.
Mm-hmm.
But I learned a lot from that, just talking to people.
Yeah, and that's honestly one of the hardest things to do because it's how you present yourself. That one sentence could change the dynamic of a yes or no, really.
Mm-hmm.
Really cool. Jada, what are your thoughts? Any takeaways from that night?
I would also say time management.
Yeah. Josiah?
I think just prepare and plan ahead.
Uh-huh. Well, I honestly thought it turned out great. I was talking to Mary Cordes from Hainer Library who was there and a couple others, and they just loved it. I had fun too, that's cool. Bouncing around up there, sweating like a, But to be honest with you guys, I think it's really cool, and you guys really have a good CEO program. I mean, every program, every class does pretty well, but you guys are doing some really cool stuff. So now we talk trade show. What are your booths going to look like? Do we have layouts picked out yet? Any of that fun stuff?
Yeah, I got a few ideas. So I'm going to have a pull-up bar there, so hang for 60 seconds, win a prize. I'll probably have.
Are those one of those gimmick ones from over
No,
there?
I'm just gonna have a normal bar. It won't be as hard.
Oil it up.
We're trying to give away the stuff.
That's right.
Don't want to take that much home.
There you go.
I'm gonna have a lot of things at my booth, but one of the things to get the people engaged, I'm gonna have like a display of some poses and like a yoga mat so they can try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what type of yoga? I never asked you this. For you, what does it for you? I'm more of a dynamic yoga guy, like a DDP yoga. I really like that type of stuff. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I like stationary yoga and really deep yoga. And then I want to get into to a point where I'm able to partner with like masseuses and stuff. But that's down the road to where it'll be a whole package deal. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
That's really cool though that you have those developing. Really cool. Laura, what's the booth looking like?
I actually am planning on doing kind of like a trade show special, and I could bring it back later, but I plan on selling just like individual sized boxes of like charcuterie just for the trade show. Because it's from 5 to 7, people are going to be hungry.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That's how you do it right there. Parker, you got any ideas, man?
Yeah, I have a couple. So I may have like a puzzle, just the outline of it built and pieces laid out. So if somebody comes by, they can place a piece. Mm-hmm. Or have like a computer set up of a time. I'm going to build a puzzle and probably display it so they know what it looks like, and time lapse of me building that.
Really cool. Now, are they going to be on sale that night?
On sale, yeah.
Really cool. All righty. Jada, we know yet? You know what? I think that you're still gonna knock it out of the park. I just have a feeling. I've covered the CEO program a couple of times here. I'm figuring this out. Josiah, what's it gonna look like?
We're gonna have some pictures of some before and afters of power washing, and then hopefully some like a really dirty piece of concrete and a really clean one.
So I'm not gonna lie, I was actually gonna suggest that to Mason. I was like, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. And honestly, I'd have some facts about power washing. Your neighbors will talk to you if your house is clean. The city's not gonna point your nose up to you. All those important things that go with power washing. Nate, we already talked, didn't we, about this? Sorry, still early in the morning for CJ here. But seriously, throughout the year, you guys have talked to many people. You've traveled and gone to different touring locations, got to take a stroll inside. A lot of places folks don't get the opportunity to go inside to see. Give me some of the highlights of the year, and we'll do this kind of in a little roundtable setting. We'll start with Samuel. What was the most impactful moment, whether it was a tour or a speaking conversation? It doesn't necessarily have to be a speaker either. It could just be a passing one, too.
Honestly, I learned the most from the trade show. I mean, from the trivia night. Yeah. As far as actually having everyone there and seeing how people interact, and then just getting sponsors and all that. So I learned the most from that. But over the course of the year, I can't even pick a favorite. We went to so many cool spots.
Right on, 100%. Laura, any thoughts on this?
I definitely agree. I mean, it's hard to choose just one specific place that we went to. That was our favorite. I think there were so many just eye-opening stories, and hearing everybody's journey on how they got to where they are is just really inspiring. And again, the trade show is just really cool to be able to plan out a whole event from beginning to end. It was just really cool to see it happen. And
yeah, absolutely.
I liked all of them as well, but the speaker that I liked was Steve Cooper, probably the most. It was just a great starting off point. He was our first speaker, and that was before we even had a tour. He just really set me up and got me inspired for the year.
Yeah, really cool. And now where was that at? What's Steve do?
He works for...
I think it's First Mid.
That's okay. We figured it out, okay? Because Drake said the same thing, and I got confused because my mentor was Steve Thompson, who's a banker, and I thought it was Steve. And I went, oh, wait, no, it's not. And so now, thank you, Parker, for saying my mulligan of the day. Thank you very much. Jada, what are your thoughts on this?
I'd probably say Banker Day, being able to connect with people and get good advice for my business.
Yeah, really cool. Did you just say he wasn't First Mid?
I think it's...
God dang it! We're gonna find this out. I promise you. No insults meant. This is hilarious. I've been trying to play the game for 20 minutes now.
We take notes, so if we go back, we'll find out.
We'll find it, and you let me know.
9 months ago, so it was our very first.
Who knows what you did 9 minutes ago half the time when you're doing all that you're doing. Josiah, any impactful moment for you, man?
I liked all the tours, but we just did Germania and your event space. Yeah. I really liked them, their willingness to innovate and stuff. They can change quickly and change their business.
They're good people. Yeah. They're really good people. Nate?
Banker Day for sure.
Yeah.
Most insightful. I mean, just having people that see businesses all the time really kind of tell you what you need to work on.
Not to cut you off, I wanted to ask you about Banker Day, and I'm glad you brought this up. When you got the advice, do you think that it was, because I wanted people at home to know when Banker Day, for me, I mean, you were getting really honest, insightful feedback. Is that what you guys kind of experienced too?
Yes, sir.
And that's why I think the program's so beneficial, because, I mean, I think that you guys are so far ahead of the others, and not just dogging them, but ahead critical thinking-wise and development-wise, because those are the most important factors of life, is how can we critically think, how can we develop, and how can we keep doing good stuff. And this group's doing it. I mean, it really is. What are some things folks need to know about the trade show? Any FAQs that we can answer today? Any frequently asked questions that you want to kind of tackle? Cost to admission?
No, I don't think there is any.
Nope. Free. Just wanted to reiterate that to you at home. Sorry, I have to look every once in a while, make sure I'm still on the show. But anything other than that, though, 5 to 7 p.m. on the 23rd, correct?
Yes, 5 to 7.
And those are the ins and outs. And you go in, ask questions, and
Best Western Premier.
That's a good point too. Best Western Premier, who's been a great partner for you guys. They really have. And then if someone, I asked the second group or first group that this, but for some of you, if someone comes up and says, you know, this is a really cool business, and I'm such and such, and I'm do this, but I want to just kind of contribute to this in a donation or something. Can you guys accept those?
Of course.
Yes. Okay. Just wanted to make sure for the folks at home that go and see this, because this is a year's worth of hard work that is cultivating, and you guys definitely set the tone and for the next class of Riverbend CEO, and that's what I think's cool. Now, one more time before I let you all go, where are you guys from school-wise?
I'm from Marquette.
Everybody else is from Alton.
Yeah. Oh wait, are we? Oh yeah, we're all from
Well, the last group we had a couple of homeschool individuals, correct? Is that homeschool last year?
Homeschool?
No, not homeschool, but CM and all those. Sorry, I'm thinking of another CEO class that I talked to. But that's what I think's cool, is the diversity of different schools being represented in this. And, you know, whether or not you're in Alton or Bethalto or Godfrey or you name it, the Riverbend region's benefiting from the things that you're learning here. And like I said, thank you for the invitation to Trivia Night. I'll see you at the trade show. And for all of you, I want you to see me down at the trade show, too. It's on a Tuesday, April the 23rd, from 5 to 7 p.m. at Best Western Premier, where you can support the next generation that is here now, because the CEO program is pretty much all but done for this group.
Yes, sir.
The generation of entrepreneurs that is just emerging is ready to meet you and learn you, I guess, if I can use my vocabulary correctly, learn you about their businesses and ways that we can all support them. For more information, we will have articles that come out in the weeks leading up to it on RiverBender.com/news. We'll take a quick break. The 8th day of April comes right around the corner, right after this quick one in downtown Alton.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Welcome to Evergreen Place, a community that embodies joyful living, independence, and financial freedom for seniors. If you're looking for a full day of activities or to relax in your apartment, we have you covered. Located on the Alton Memorial campus. To know us is to love us. Experience the difference at Evergreen Place.
going to see a replay after you see the argument. Let's see where Horner grabs the ball barehanded. The ball hits fair, and Lee Wire ruled right away, the home plate umpire ruled right away that the ball was foul. Now, they called a ball like that foul the other night on the angle of the ball in the air. Horner, of course, couldn't take the chance on letting it come down. Wire made the call right away. You lip readers in the audience know that Whitey Herzog is telling Lee Wire that he missed the play.
Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, breaking news and some devastating news for all of you St. Louis Cardinals fans. The Hall of Fame manager, the White Rat, Whitey Herzog, is dead at the age of 92. KSDK first to report, Jay Randolph did, confirmed Tuesday morning. Herzog was 92 years of age. Whitey Herzog, of course, managed the Cardinals in the 1980s to a World Series championship in 1982 with that dynamic, fast-paced playing style. And we knew it today as Whitey Ball. He redefined the Cardinals way, and just a beloved Cardinals legend that so many of you remember listening to the games with Jack Buck and Mike Shannon on the radio. And Whitey Herzog was in the dugout as you listen with your parents, your grandparents, and listen to Cardinals baseball right there on KMOX. Whitey Herzog, the Hall of Fame manager, dead at 92. That was your breaking news alert. We go back to our commercial break and come back with top of the hour news next, right here on RiverBender.com.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job, there's nothing holding me back anymore.
Dream Home Realty Center. Hey, Sherry, talk to me, Dream Team. We've got showing.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
We are Phillips 66 Wood River Refinery. We make the fuels that take us to work and our children to school. We make materials and energy products that allow us to stay connected to each other. We care about the quality and safety of our products because we care about the communities we share. Our employees live our values of safety, honor, and a commitment to act as good neighbors where we live and operate. We are Phillips 66. Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ. Welcome back, 10:04, top of the hour news on this Tuesday morning, the 16th day of April. Here's what's happening around the Riverbend. We'll take you to Belleville first. Some really great news for a Belleville shoe manufacturing company. Congresswoman Representative Nikki Budzinski from the 13th District of Illinois and Mike Bost, the representative from the 12th District, have announced that the Belleville Shoe Manufacturing Company has been awarded a $10.3 million contract from the Defense Logistics Agency to make flight deck safety boots for the U.S. Navy. Last year, Budzinski announced a $7.8 million contract with the U.S. Army. The Belleville Shoe Manufacturing Company has played a critical role in equipping the men and women serving our nation in the armed forces since World War II. I'm thrilled to announce the $10.3 million contract that will allow Belleville Boots to produce flight deck safety boots for the U.S. Navy. I'm glad to work on a bipartisan basis with Congressman Bost to support domestic military equipment. The Belleville Shoe Manufacturing Company is the oldest and leading manufacturer of boots for the U.S. military, beginning with their first combat boot supply order during World War I. Belleville Boots supplies the largest selection of certified boots to the United States military and develops an assortment of styles to meet specialized needs. Representatives Budzinski and Bost successfully included a bipartisan amendment to the 2023 National Defense Authorization Act to require the Department of Defense to examine current military footwear regulations and provide recommendations on improvements to support their footwear needs. The provision aims to support domestic military-grade boot manufacturing like that done by the Belleville Shoe Manufacturing Company. This provision also ensures that military footwear complies with the standards that military members need as large companies increasingly move into military boot manufacturing. Also in the news today, here locally in Alton, Sydney Sinks with a great recap. The Hainer Public Library District partnered with the Alton High School once again to create a new puzzle, and puzzlers can test it out at Puzzle Me This, the competition set for this weekend. From 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. this coming Saturday on the 20th of April, teams of 4 will compete to see who can finish the puzzle the fastest at the Hainer Genealogy and Local History Library located at 401 State Street, right on the corner of State Street before you make that final crossover into downtown Alton. The library has worked with the high school's Graphics Communications Club to design and print the puzzle that will be used in the Puzzle Me This competition. Renee Johnson works for Hainer Library and joined us on the show to explain that she's collaborated before with Lexa Browning Needham, the teacher who oversees the Graphics Communications Club, to create projects with the students. In the past, students wrote and illustrated the children's book called Alton ABC, followed by a Color Me Alton coloring book. Alton ABC shares information about local landmarks and history in the Hainer Library district. The Color Me Alton book also goes through the same library district, but has both complex and simpler illustrations so that adults and children alike can color together. Both books center around the Hainer Library District, and Johnson enjoys working with the graphics communication students to complete these projects. She's especially proud of the finished products, which she considers portfolio pieces that students can tout in college applications and in job interviews. The puzzles have a unique twist on the students' regular project. Each student took photos around the townships, and they compiled 250 images to create the final piece. Though Johnson doesn't want to give away the image, she promises that, quote, it's unique and moderately difficult, and the students did a phenomenal job, end quote. She added that it was especially fun working with the students to test out the puzzle after it was printed. Some of the students had never completed a jigsaw puzzle before, and they gained a better understanding of the project after seeing the finished product. Renee Johnson hopes community members find the puzzles as fun and as exciting as she does, and she is eager to share the experience with more people during the Puzzle Me This event on April the 20th. To register your 4-person team, call 1-800-613-3163. There are only 6 slots available, so Johnson encourages you all to call early. Attendees are also welcome to come and just watch the event. For more information, you can call Hainer Library or register online. That's 1-800-613-3163. Let's take a look at your weather. It's 72 degrees. It feels like 73, but it feels like Florida out there. Today, overcast and warm, a shower in the morning, then a strong thunderstorm this afternoon. These storms can bring flooding downpours, hail, damaging wind gusts, and even an isolated tornado in spots is what our weather desk is calling for today, so be mindful this afternoon. Tonight, breezy this evening with the chance of a thunderstorm in spots, partly cloudy and warm. Temperatures should reach 81 degrees today, drop down to 65 overnight on Wednesday, a high of 79 degrees, a low of 55. On Thursday, an 80% chance that we're getting some more thunderstorms, a high of 70 a low of 47. Now, don't get mad at me. It's not me. It's just the weather. On Friday, a high of only 60, a low of 43. On Saturday, a high of just 54 degrees, a low of 37. But we'll stay warm at the Mushroom Festival together. For time and temperature throughout the day, you give this phone number a ring, 618-465-4545, this time powered by Tom Lane. He's your local State Farm agent. Did you get your tickets to Singing in the Rain by Alton Little Theater? They are excited. They are wrapping up their 90th birthday of being the oldest, most continuous little theater in the state of Illinois and one of the oldest in the country. The 90th is wrapping up with Singing in the Rain, and there are so many tickets flying off the electronic shelves of altonlittletheater.org that they're considering adding more dates because you can't get enough. Get your tickets now so they know if they need to add more shows. There's a ton of folks a part of this performance that are excited and eager to showcase what they've been working on to the Riverbend community. While you're on altonlittletheater.org getting tickets to Singing in the Rain, get your season tickets for the 91st season that starts with the Disney tribute, runs into Oliver, heads into Rocky Horror Picture Show, and so much more throughout the year at altonlittletheater.org or by calling the box office 618-462-3205. That's 618-462-3205. And don't forget to tell them that CJ sent you their way.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
RiverBender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBender.com.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Peace of mind, 'cause you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman.
Welcome back. 10:14, a little bit of change on the 16th day of
When
April.
my show
Did you survive tax day? There you go. Good for you. I'm just excited for next year when I have a full year of interest payments on my house and I don't have to owe any more money.
Right? Yeah.
So, the last time we talked, I noticed that you were a little indifferent because there was like some preoccupied stuff going on. And now knowing that there was a very good reason for that, you found out that you were a Main Street organization an hour before the interview and couldn't tell me.
And I couldn't say a word. It was horrible. Like, I wanted to, like, scream it, and I couldn't say anything. So it was very difficult. And so I wasn't able to say anything until Friday when they announced. So I'm just like, please announce, hurry up, hurry up. So it's been really, really hard the past couple weeks.
So you are now the executive director of Wood River Main Street.
Yes, I am.
It is so bizarre for me to say that, like, because I'm so used to Alton Main Street.
Yeah.
But now we have a new Main Street organization.
Yep.
And there aren't that many Main Street organizations around, are there?
There aren't. There's only a couple in the downstate. So it's really big for us to be able to get it, especially since we're so close to Alton. And I think that that's really exciting because there's so many things that we'll be able to work together to do, and it's just going to grow the Riverbend area.
It really is because, you know, Main Street has a really good mission statement to preserve what's already there and to grow with it and to kind of update and keep developing new items, new events, new opportunities. And to be able to be right next to Alton that already has an established Main Street, and you guys are already off to a wonderful start with yours. There's a lot of collaboration in this area that's going to happen, hopefully, and I think it's definitely going to, Yeah, and
it's just such a benefit for the entire area. It's not, I mean, it's a huge benefit
Right,
for Wood River, of
right.
course, but just to have two right here, two with a couple great main streets.
Right.
Like, we have a great historic downtown. Alton has a great historic downtown, so it just goes hand in hand.
It does. And now, how did that first couple of days look like after you get the official go-ahead? We're going. You're the executive director. What's the first couple look like?
So it's still very new. So I won't really take the reins until May 1st, technically.
Okay.
But I'm still doing it all. So, and I have been for quite a while because I was already the vice president of the Business Alliance. So this just kind of just moves me into that position, and I'm really, really excited just about the opportunities and just the networking with other main streets and just everything that we can provide the community.
Well, and so the good thing, the good thing too, but the main point of this is your guys' mission's not changing at all. You're just now an affiliate, you know, and that's what I think is good to point out, that all this is now is just under the umbrella, the great umbrella of that Main Street title to be able to do a little bit more. And the fact that, you know, you guys already started doing this is pretty much an easy transition.
Definitely. For the past year, we've been really trying to grow and use the Main Street approach already.
Right.
So giving us the opportunity to actually be with the other 2,000 communities in America that's a Main Street, it's huge. That just, it gives us so much opportunity. And, you know, there's so many times that we won't have to reinvent the wheel because we can be like, oh, you know, this place in Georgia is doing this. Let's try to incorporate it here. So,
well, and there's so many areas around the country that have very similar layouts to a Woods River or Alton, even though sometimes, you know, we don't think there is because we just haven't explored it. There's tons of communities that have done things that are different or tried new things that are similar to our region that you can take note of.
Absolutely.
Really cool. And now, what's the format look like for the rest of the team? Do you guys have a board of directors on Main Street?
Yeah, we already have a board of directors, so that will be a really easy transition. They'll be doing some board training and things like that just to get more information about Main Street so we're all on the same page and know exactly where we're going. But yeah, there'll be some different committees that people can volunteer for, and I already have a great group of volunteers that are just like, what can we do? So yeah, I'm really excited. There's not going to be a lot of changes.
No.
There's just going to be additions, which is great.
And now, what was the mayor's reaction to the Main Street approval?
Oh, he was excited.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, he was excited, but then also kind of sad because I'm stepping away from my position with the city.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he was really, really excited because he saw the passion that we had for this, and he really helped with that. Him and Chief Wells and Steve Palin, they have been so incredibly supportive and just helping us push forward. That's the biggest thing, is having that support it's been awesome.
Well, it's invaluable because the hardest thing is getting the train to move. You know, once you get it moving, it's pretty easy to keep it going.
Yeah,
but to get it started, you know, hard. And now, what's the next couple of weeks look like? Do you have your first official Main Street meeting coming up?
Yes. So
awesome.
So our first board meeting as an official Main Street is this Thursday. So we will probably do a little bit of a celebration. And then it goes straight into crazy busy. So
that's right, because summer kickoff's coming.
Yes. Well, and like tomorrow we have the farmers market vendor meeting tomorrow night, and we took over the farmers market from Park and Rec, so that'll be our first big thing. And we already have vendors calling, so it's going to be a great farmers market this year. And then, we have summer kickoff. And in between there, I leave for Birmingham, Alabama for the Main Street Conference. So it's like, oh gosh, it's going to be really crazy. But that's okay. I'm also trying to set up our ribbon cutting for our new office space.
Is that almost done?
It is. It's almost done, and it looks fantastic. And it's so exciting because the building that we are in has been vacant for years and years. So that's just another building that we were able to revive and make usable again.
Right.
And so another empty space. And you talk about the train, like our train just keeps getting more and more momentum. And like, I'd like it to slow down a little because there's so much. We already have businesses that we are getting into different places. So like in the coming months, we'll have 3 new businesses that we've already signed leases for.
That's wonderful.
And that just happened in the last week. So it's like, oh.
Well, and you know, I think it's also good to point out how good it is for Wood River's business owners to have an organization like this, because you guys are a lot of times the facilitators and communicators with city business, with things that are going on development-wise, and maybe even discrepancies in how things are maybe being handled. You guys are a good avenue for feedback, for clearance on those things, and that's what I think helps more than anything, is to have that not just shoulder, but to have that platform to know, hey, I maybe something's going really well and I want to report that to other businesses. Hey, there's a new zoning issue going on over here. Let's talk to Main Street. Or hey, you know, something happened the other day I didn't feel too good about. Can we talk about it? And that helps so many people throughout the city of Wood River and throughout the region in alleviating some of that the fuzziness to things, and really that kind of not negative feedback, but the feedback that you can't really build upon, you know?
Exactly. Well, and, you know, with my position with the city, we really worked on transparency with the city.
You did.
And that was communication and transparency was huge. So it really, to me, seems that having Main Street and having our business alliance gives just another part of transparency for the city.
You're right.
Because we're really like the one-stop shop for new business owners, for existing business owners. You come to us, we can try to figure out what's going on, and then we can take it to the city and we can really have a good conversation and make sure that everybody is aware of the situation and what's going on.
Right. Well, and the thing is, too, you know, for, you know, any new business owner, it's always good to have a support team with you, you know, and you can't do it on your own. I mean, you can, but it's going to be a lot harder and a lot tougher and a lot more quiet, you know, because you don't know who to call, where to turn to. But whenever you're able to call, you know, a Kristen Burns or whoever's on the team and say, hey, here's what I want to do. Can you help me maybe find a spot? No one's going to really tell you no. It's about let's find a way that makes this work for everybody in the area.
Absolutely. Opening a new business is scary.
It is.
There's so much that goes on with that. And yeah, I mean, we already have some success stories from people that are opening. One big one that I have to share because I'm very proud of it. We have our What's Up Downtown meeting, and Waterman's Florists came and wanted to let us know that they were taking over Jeffrey's phone number. So it was just going to be the phone number. They weren't going to open a business down in Wood River. They weren't going to do any of that. Everything was going to still be in their location in Troy. Well, he came to the meeting. He talked about that. Then he talked to all of us. I talked to him. The very next day, he calls me. He's like, we're going to take their space and we're moving to Wood River.
That's wonderful.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. And then I sent him all of the information on what he needs to do for business license, occupancy, all of that. And I was able to provide all of that information so he didn't have to call 10 different people.
Right.
And he could just get it done. And in 2 weeks, they were open.
Well, and that's the thing, Kristen, because, you know, folks talk about development all the time, and I think it's great to update things and add new buildings, but the people sell it. You can have a $28 million building in downtown, but if you don't have the group of people there at that meeting, they're just going to look at the advertisement or the flyer and go, oh, that's neat, and to keep moving.
Exactly.
You guys are the selling point. It's
Yeah.
the community itself, and that's what people in Alton are starting to realize too. It's not necessarily the project; it's the people.
Right. Yeah. I can't tell you how many people I've walked through vacant buildings and peeked through windows with, and just talked to them about the different spaces that we have available. And with Main Street, there's so many opportunities. Like they have a lot of mapping equipment and things like that we'll be able to use because we're a Main Street, and it'll have all the information on every single vacant building. And that's huge. That is such a huge selling point for us to be able to use and show people what's really available.
Well, you're right, because if folks in the town that maybe have the income or maybe the budget to go ahead and do something creative and new, if they don't know what's vacant, how are they ever going to know where to start?
Exactly.
There's a lot of just so much good with this. Kristen, you got a moment to stick around. 10:25, we'll come back. More of our daily show that hits you next right here on RiverBender. GetOverHere.com.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Lennox system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
DJ Mike Keith.
This is where I am today. Let me show you where I started.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Munganast Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Munganast Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Munganast Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back, 10:28, a little bit of change. Kristen Burns back in studio. So, how's Jonas doing about this? Or Jonah doing about this? Sorry.
He's good. He's running around, and I make him.
So, are there ghosts in this damn building?
There are ghosts. He's so crazy.
I was reading that and I went, "Oh my God!" I mean, Jonah's a pretty big guy. I mean, he's intimidating. So if a ghost can intimidate him, that ghost had to be 325.
Right. I know. He always tells me, because I didn't want to do something because there were spiders, because I don't do spiders, and he's like, "So you're okay with ghosts, but not spiders?"
So
I'm
can
like,
I tell you a secret?
Yeah.
There is a snake wandering loose in this basement right now.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, so
I'm not scared of snakes either.
Okay.
So yeah.
Good. I am.
Okay. So if I see you scream, I understand.
If you see me scream, it's okay. Just know that I will be out in Woods River in about 10 minutes running.
Got it.
So, as you guys start maneuvering through the summer, this is your first official summer as a Main Street organization. Yep. It starts off with the summer kickoff event-wise.
Yep.
Now, throughout the summer and throughout the calendar year, are the events going to pretty much stay the same? Because you're just changing the name, and all the community events are pretty much in place.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much the same. We are doing some new things. We're doing some movies in the park
Oh,
at Central
really
Park.
cool.
Trying to use that bandstand
Yeah.
because we've got a great bandstand. We might as well use it.
You guys actually have one of the best bandstand areas around. It's not cluttered. It's really
Right.
nice.
Yeah. So we're going to try to utilize that as much as possible because with our Main Street, we actually go Ferguson down Woodriver Avenue. So that's actually part of Main Street as well. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm starting to figure that out now.
So we're able to use that and utilize that too, and just get more people involved. So our first movie night is actually the same night as the Woodriver Bike Ramble. So you ride your bike, then you come over, watch a movie, get some popcorn and some fun stuff, and yeah, go from there. It'll be a fun night.
Well, and make it a family night too, because that's what small town America's missing right now are those family nights.
Yeah.
Where it's, when people go, we have events. Okay, but an event that's not centered around booze.
Right. Yeah. I mean, don't worry. We have those
We'll
too.
have that too, and that's fun. But to be able to say, hey, this is a night where you can go out, do the bike ramble, then let's watch a movie as a family, go meet with such and such, or see our friends there and go home. Those are things that we don't have too many of anymore. That's awesome. And now, summer kickoff, what's that looking like?
It's a lot. So the summer kickoff is right after the Woodriver Police 5K.
And you're preparing for your bike ride, too.
I am.
Not ride, your bike marathon.
Yes.
And Odyssey.
Yes. Yeah. So March 18th is the summer kickoff. So it starts with the
May 18th.
May 18th. Sorry.
Don't pull a CJ. I do that all the time, and
May
I'm telling
18th.
people like June and
No,
stuff.
wrong month. May 18th is the Police 5K that starts at 1, and then we start directly after that, and we are doing a barbecue kickoff this year.
Oh, really cool.
Yeah, ribs and chicken wings.
How is that going to look, and who is providing the cooking?
We have quite a few people that have already registered to be in the cook-off. It's going to be interesting. I'm excited for it. I'm kind of running it the same way that we run the chili cook-off because that makes it easier. But yeah, it's going to be really hard for these runners because it's already going to smell like barbecue when they start running, and then they're going to have to come back. But hopefully that'll keep them there because they're going to want to try all this barbecue.
100%. Now, do they need their food handlers?
Yeah. Yeah, if you get on our website, we actually just launched our new website as well. So it's wrbusinessalliance.org. If you get on there, it goes directly to our barbecue event. You can click on it and see all of the information, all of the prereqs and all that stuff.
Let me give you a little bit of a note and help you out. If you need that, call Linda Pedersen and take the online class. It takes about a half hour or 2 hours.
Super
It's
easy.
really easy.
Yeah.
Just get it done and help my friend Linda out. She does Food for Thought with me on the last Friday of each month.
Oh, there you go.
I forget which segments are where anymore. It's getting to be a little bit of a monster over here on this show.
Yeah.
But getting back to all this fun stuff, the big point of it, events are fun and it's great for morale. But it's just a great way to highlight the services that you guys provide, throughout the week, throughout the year that, folks don't realize. So while I have you, if folks are kind of curious to know, what's this really mean, what's your kind of, message to them about that? What does Main Street mean to the city of Wood River going forward for the next couple of years, for the next decade, and why should they be excited?
So, of course, Main Street is a national organization, so that gives us the opportunity to really take a lot of the educational opportunities and funding opportunities and just the networking and the services that they provide to bring them downtown. We have the opportunity to just use them, and that's such a huge thing. And there's 4 points: the economic vitality, beautification, organization, and promotion. So we're not just throwing events and doing all of those things. We really are digging our boots in and beautifying the community and, bringing in trash cans and lighting and those kinds of things, all that infrastructure stuff, as well as the people that are looking to open a business. You've got lots of people that have this great idea, but don't know where to start. And that gives us the chance to help them. We can lead them to business plans, to funding, to banks, to insurance, to just about anything, just to give them the advice and the opportunity for an ear.
Right.
And the support. And that's our biggest thing, is we are supporting not only the brand new entrepreneurs, but also the mom and pop shops that have been there for 30 years. If somebody has no idea about social media, we can give them the tools to maybe start a social media page or help out with their social media page and offer different workshops and things like that to improve them too. Because the biggest thing that we want is a thriving downtown.
100%.
We want every single business to thrive and to be sustainable.
Well, and that's what I think's the biggest part of this too. Another huge part is the fact that you guys can provide so much more assistance to business development centers like the one at SIUE, the resource centers at the libraries that are all around. It's a really good connecting piece. And Kristen, all I know is that if you weren't the executive director, I was going to turn purple because I was like, I don't know who else would be it. I thought for the last 3 weeks, I'm like, well, Kristen's, the guy with her in the group, they've pretty much done this on their own. How's this going to look? And it's really cool, though. And it's a good message for younger people out there, too, or even older folks that are in their 60s or 50s and want to try something. Just do it. Put in the hard work, put in the groundwork, and good things come if you persevere.
Definitely.
Just like you did this year, because there was a lot that folks didn't know about that, peaks and valleys to get to this point to where you can celebrate and be, very, very elated that this is done.
Yeah, I'm really proud of what we've done and what we've accomplished. And I couldn't do it without the support of all of the different people that have supported me. Even like when I was running for city council, I mean, all of those supporters really stood behind me and still do. I still get calls from people all the time, and they're part of my volunteer crew. They are part of our bulk that just wants to see good things. Right. So, and that's what I'm here to do.
And they'll continue to see those good things happening. Kristen, I know we'll be talking again soon.
Yep.
10:36 the time on this Tuesday morning. We'll come back more of our daily show. That hits you next after this on Riverbender.
No matter the season, Played Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Played Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Welcome to Evergreen Place, a community that embodies joyful living, independence, and financial freedom for seniors. If you're looking for a full day of activities or to relax in your apartment, we have you covered. Located on the Alton Memorial campus. To know us is to love us. Experience the difference at Evergreen Place.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
In the heart-pounding moments of the game, every move counts, just like in chiropractic care. Dr. Andrew Dykman of Rosewood Chiropractic champions this belief, supporting our teams in every drive and supporting his patients for nearly 20 years, offering affordable, compassionate, all-natural wellness care. Call 618-259-2676 or visit rosewoodchiropractic.com today.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
You guys couldn't hear that one. little behind the scenes stuff in town. You know, I happen to hear a few things. Dan, how's everything going today, man?
Good, CJ. Yeah, been busy.
Well, I bet this is a big shaboozy in all the most respectful way possible, because there's so many different entities that are coming together for the Scott Reinke Memorial Ride to fight suicide. If I said everything correct, now in its fourth year.
Yeah, we're on our fourth year. Yeah. A lot of moving parts.
Yeah, there is. That's what I mean. I mean, the fact that each year it continues to grow and you're adding more to it, it's really enlightening to see on my side, just kind of being the observer that I am, that, man, this keeps growing.
Yeah, what our goal is obviously to raise awareness, right? Suicide's preventable. And helping people understand that there's people that they can talk to and things that they can do, so they don't have to end up, dealing with a lot of the situations that our families had to deal with.
Absolutely. And I asked you last year, but just to refresh our audience, how did you get the idea to put on a memorial ride as this type of tribute?
Sure. Every year, my uncle, Scott, he moved to Colorado 25, 30 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But every year, he came back here every Memorial Day weekend and rode with his friends from school and his brothers, and they all got together and just rode motorcycles for a whole week long. And that was kind of their vacation, So even my cousins Cameron and Kelsey, when they would come into town, they would come with them, and they would do the things with all the cousins and stuff like that. And my uncle would go out and ride motorcycles with his friends, and we'd all visit as a family that Memorial Day weekend. And after COVID happened in 2020 and everything got locked down, he felt that they didn't have any other option, and decided to take his own life. And it was rather unfortunate, but we've kind of been through this before and with our family, and decided that that we could come together and put something together in his name. And our first year we basically did a ride and raised some money, and then we wanted to figure out who to send that money to.
Yeah.
And I reached out to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention and said, hey, we raised some money, we want to make a donation. They're like, funny you say this. We actually have a program. A lot of people hear of Out of the Darkness, right? The suicide prevention walks.
Yep.
Well, the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention also has the Ride to Fight Suicide. So they already had all this stuff. Like the first year, we made our own T-shirts and sold.
Did
them.
all the hard work.
Yeah, for sure. And so we found them, and we're linked up with the Illinois chapter for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and they provide us with all of the things that we need, right? They help us, with all the flyers. This year we actually have some really cool business cards, which they're great, because they're, just have the Ride to Fight Suicide on the front, and then you got the QR code and all that stuff.
Oh, nice. Just scan and go.
Yeah. Yeah, it's real simple, man. So real easy for people. I can set these out at places much easier than, hey, can I hang a flyer? It takes up a big space. I can kind of set these down at different places and just kind of leave them lay. And, people see them laying there. They pick them up. They're like, oh, what's that? They scan them, get to the website, So that's what our goal is to try to help raise some money. Some of the money that we raised in 2021 actually gave birth to the 2022 gave birth to the 988 hotline.
Really?
Yeah. So most people don't know this. 911 is a federally funded program, and 988 is completely privately funded.
I had no idea about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's definitely a lot of things in action, and a lot of that action, is happening behind the scenes with these different foundations, so lobbying to get some of this stuff done at a federal level is more than likely,
But what a testament, though, for folks that, because we've all had those situations to where someone put my number in for a car loan in Florida, and my phone is just rang by solicitors for 2 weeks. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
But, there's times where folks, we go to these events and, sometimes you go, well, is it going to, what it's really supposed to be going to? Because who knows? We've all seen the Facebook posts about the nonprofit CEOs and organizations like that. But to hear your testament, this is going towards something. We're making change. That 988 number was a huge milestone for so many people.
Yeah, I mean, it's mental health in general, right? But it's a hotline for people to call. Unfortunately, people, a lot of homeless population.
Yep.
Right? If you think about the homeless population, they a lot of times use Wi-Fi and stuff like that. With a 988, with a 3-digit type of a thing, they can call that number without having any, minutes on their phone or anything. You can always call 911 even from a phone that doesn't work.
You're 100%, and that's why it's really such a crucial thing. And to hear that contributes, towards that that's amazing, and truly amazing. And now, as we're talking about this year, let's look back to last year. How did things turn out overall for the event?
Oh, it was fantastic.
Was it good?
Yeah, we had a great ride, man. It was a beautiful day. We had a good turnout. I believe we had 127 people registered to ride.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a lot of riders.
Yeah, quite a few.
Yeah.
There were cars that followed as well. Lots of some classic cars, moms and dads in minivans and whatever.
That's cool.
Yeah. We just really encourage folks to come out. We have our sponsors that provide us with lots of cool stuff. So when people go to the website and register, afsp.org/Scott Reinke Ride, right? That's how they go there and register. But any person that registers, as soon as they come and check in out at our first where we started out at, which is one of our first sponsors, is Ted's Motorcycle World.
Right on.
And they'll check in out there, and we give them little door prize tickets. So they're already entered to win at every stop that we go to. Right. We have other sponsors, other local sponsors, and that's, kind of what I wanted to kind of talk about today, is looking for other local businesses that are interested in helping out. There's ways that local businesses can help with this cause, without writing a check,
Right.
Of course, the ones that want to write a check, we'd love to talk to them too. Right.
Right. Please.
Yeah. But if somebody wants to, donate some services or some type of merchandise, we give out these door prizes at each of the stops. Right. And our sponsors this year, so our first stop, after we leave Ted's Motorcycle World, which we're leaving there, our registration closes at 11:30.
Yep.
We're open from 9 to 11:30, and we leave promptly by 12 o'clock, right? And our first stop this year is going to be at the Barefoot up in Hardin.
Okay.
Right? So they're one of our sponsors. They're going to be having food specials and drink specials, and they got a live band. They shut the street down up there in Hardin. They had a big trailer out there in the center of the street set up as a stage. They had a band playing up there all day. They brought in a bunch of porta potties. The city,
That's cool.
The town of Hardin, like the Park and Recs department, had moved a bunch of picnic tables over into this area for us. They closed the street down, and we had a ball up
That's
there last
amazing.
year,
That's really cool to hear.
Yeah, so we're looking forward, to going up there and visiting Bud's place again.
Yep.
The Barefoot.
Yep.
They got some amazing food. So we're looking forward to going there. So we're gonna that'll be our first stop. That'll be our first stop sponsor. And then from there we're gonna be going to the Hog Pit in Grafton, right? So we're just gonna come across the ferry and go to the Hog Pit in Grafton. And
Nice
Brandon,
ride.
Brandon is one of the new owners there, and he's super excited about getting to support this. Corey, I believe, is still in the picture there and has been great for us in the past. Brandon's super excited, to seeing, glad that he can help out for the cause, right?
Right on.
And from there, we will go down to Chico's Lounge down in Wood River. That's where we're going to end the ride this year. And we're super excited for that one too. They're really excited. I had a meeting with them the other
Chico's
day.
is good people.
Yeah,
They're good people.
yeah. I had a meeting with them the other day, and they're really excited. Glad to be a part of something that means something.
Absolutely.
So like I was saying a minute ago, we're looking for other local businesses that that want to provide us with you got to think about these are people on motorcycles.
Right.
Right. There's some people in cars, but most of the people are on motorcycles. So it's like. Gift cards and services and things like that. One of our sponsors that came on this year is Dobbs. Dobbs.
Oh,
Auto
yeah.
Center. Yeah. It takes an army really to make something like this happen, especially organize an event. As sizable it is, managing that many people and dealing with the donations and making sure that everybody's got their paperwork correct.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what I think's so cool about this is that it doesn't matter what industry you're from, what demographic you service. This is anybody can really be a part of and support because whether or not it's for a donation, whether it's monetary donations or raffle item donations, it's just the fact that whenever one of those riders goes into those restaurants. Or businesses, they're going to know who was supporting this, and it's not just a T-shirt that you're putting your name on. You're putting your name on a tribute to someone's life, and that goes a very long way.
Absolutely. And we are actually getting ready to. We got about a week before we're putting our T-shirt order in.
You better sign up.
So if you're interested in getting onto the T-shirt, right? Getting connected with me as soon as possible would be the way to do that. And I'd be happy to share my phone number, email address, all that stuff.
And our write-up will do that. And our write-up will list everything, and that way we
Fantastic.
can get everyone connected in one piece, and instead of putting it all over the place for you.
Yeah, for sure.
But with that being said, how long is the event going to last this time around? May the 24th, correct?
May the 25th. That's a Saturday, right?
Oh, yep, you're right. The 24th is the Friday.
Yeah. May the 25th. You got
Dang it!
Got me
I
double
knew
checking myself.
I knew I was close. I knew.
Yeah.
I even told myself before I started talking, like, you're going to get the date wrong.
Yeah, it's okay.
Close.
Yeah. So I mean the festivities are going to start out at Ted's Motorcycle World, at 9 a.m. Right. We don't expect everyone to be there at 9 a.m., but riders are going to start showing up, by 10 o'clock. Ted's is going to have some stuff going on for us out there as well. And we will leave there at 12. So, we'll be on motorcycles from 12 o'clock until about 6:30 when we arrive at Chico's, right? We plan like a 2-hour stop at each place, so we've guaranteed our sponsors. We're going to have, your people here for like 2 hours.
Right.
We do those door prizes and stuff there. We don't bore everybody with a whole bunch of them. We try to bundle those things up. You know, if we get a lot of donations, like we have in the past, you know, some of those we'll just kind of randomly throw them into registration bags. You know, when people are grabbing, you know, and they're like, oh wow, you know, check this out. You know, there's always surprises inside those. You know.
Well, and it makes it so much whenever you have those things, it makes it fun. And you know, the big thing is for business owners and folks, it comes at a cost. You know, we want to put a grab bag or a registration bag that has all the cool stuff in it.
Yeah.
But if you start doing that, then your bottom line becomes negative, and we don't want that.
Yeah.
So whenever a business like you guys are able to do is donate and support this, that's run by one of the greatest organizations for suicide prevention. It's a wonderful group. And, you know, a wonderful partner fundraiser in the Memorial Ride, but just know that you're supporting something that's, you know, tested, that's verified, that's vetted, and that's doing some amazing work. And that, you know, Dan, you've been doing this for 4 years, and it doesn't look like it's stopping anytime soon.
No, yeah, we're excited, you know, and have some visions for the future, right? But, you know, this started with a couple of people, and it has grown into now, like I say, we're about 8 to 10, so like we're getting things done much more efficiently. You know, everybody's kind of understanding, you know, the way that things work, and you know, we're hopeful in the future to, you know, I'd like to put together a community event.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That would be really cool.
You know, where we can really engage the community with a lot of cool moving parts, but it's going to take a lot more than 10 people to do that.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And now, Dan, what's the best way for folks, you know, real quick, if a business owner's watching right now or later on, should we give them out your phone number or email just to get them started?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you can reach out to me directly. My phone number is 618-567-9231. You can also email me. My email is like really old. I got a Yahoo email.
I was going to say
I'm a
AOL.
Yahoo guy.
I'm
not AOL guy, but I've got some friends that are AOL guys. It's the same as my AOL, but don't send it there. I never check it.
All right.
It's mxdadktm50@yahoo.com, right? They can send me an email there, and I'd be happy to send them over all the information. The sponsor packs have in all the information, so what sponsors get from that, all their tax forms that come with that. You know, there's I believe W-4, or I don't remember exactly which tax form it is that's in there. But, you know, so that way they can, you know, put down their donation and send those in with their taxes. So, you know, we're a 501c3. So this is a fully tax deductible, whether that be a cash donation, in-kind donation of services, or whatever it may be. We also have individuals and families who have gone on and put in donations as well. So like anybody can go onto the website and just click the donate button. You can donate $1, you can donate $10, you can donate anything you want.
10,000.
Yes, absolutely. So, you know, we have our goal set for $15,000 this year, you know, to raise for awareness here locally in this area. Angela, she's the president of the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention for the Illinois chapter. She's really wanting to get together a community event where we can see some dollars put to work here in the Riverbend area.
Yeah.
You know, and when we do that, I will definitely make sure to reach out to
you. Better be on this show, because
Yeah.
we need a Riverbender wallpaper for that one. That's a wallpaper event right there.
Yeah, sounds great.
Well, Dan, you know, with that being said, every time I talk to you last year and this year, it's always nothing but pleasure, because it's really cool to see you remembering your uncle in a really in an amazing way that means so much, not only to him but your entire family and his friends, and really remember somebody the right way. And it takes a lot to come on and talk about those type of things, and I really do appreciate your time always.
Yeah, you know, it helps us, you know, through doing this service to the community, right, is really helping us as a family to like process it and understand it, and you know, like I had said last year on my radio interview, you know, that you know, it was the big family secret. You know, when this happened way back in the day, it was hush, hush, hush. Right. You know, we didn't talk about that. You know, the accident, they called it, right?
Right.
You know, with my grandfather, they called it Bill's accident. It was not an accident. You know, what he did was not an accident, and it was preventable, right? And it comes from us talking about it. Right? I mean, you know, people have to know that it's okay to have the thoughts like that, you know? That doesn't mean it's okay to go through with it, you know? But there's somebody out there that cares and that wants to listen and wants to help, right? And we're just providing resources for those individuals And unfortunately, but fortunately, for the families that are affected by the loss of a loved one or friend.
Well, and that's why I think what you're doing is just so critical, because there's so many situations that happen like that we don't ever hear of, and it's because of what you just said. For some families, it is that secret, and it doesn't need to be, because it goes so much further to raise that awareness and potentially help somebody else and somebody else's family. And Dan, always appreciate you coming on. If you want to pop on one more time before we get to it,
we'd love to.
You know you're welcome to do it, man.
Yeah, we'd love to.
For all of you, we're out of time. But I'll see you back here tomorrow on Wednesday for more of our daily show. On that note, have a great day, and don't go play golf this afternoon because you won't make it very far. I'll see you back here on Thursday. Until then, try your very best. As always, just to stay out of jail.